Greetings, Star Wars Nation, and welcome to Raw Reviews. And today's another episode of Is It Good or Does It Blow? So sit down, buckle up, and hit that hyperdrive because Raw Reviews starts now. Hey there, my name is Ro, and before we jump into this comic book review, just letting you guys know this is the first issue out of 5. So without further ado, let's jump into this comic book review. In the beginning of the Mace Windu comic book, we find ourselves with Master Windu kind of going back and reminiscing of the Battle of Geonosis. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, the Battle of Geonosis took place in the Clone Wars or episode 2. And so now he's thinking back of all the Jedi that were lost in that battle, and also thinking, what is the purpose of the Jedi in the war against the Separatists? Master Windu kind of talks his feelings away to another Jedi Master who's part of the council. Master Windu believes that Jedi are meant to be keepers of the peace and not really involved with war. And the reason why is because, you know, it kind of clouds the judgment of people when there's chaos and when there's war. And so he doesn't really like the fact that the Jedi are being part of the war against the Separatists. But, you know, after talking, I guess, his feelings away, he is brought in to go into a special mission to a planet called His Ridge. And not only is he gonna go there to spy on the Separatists and to find out what they really want with the planet or what's going on in that planet, you know, Master Windu is gonna take a team of Jedi, which is 3 other Jedi besides himself. One of the Jedi is a Jedi called Kit Fisto, Priza Dibbs, and Rizamano. Jedi Kit Fisto, we have seen before in the movie, so I know some of you guys may look at him and might look familiar. Well, that's him. Jedi Priza Dibbs, he's blind, but what he lacks in vision, he actually makes up in the Force because he's very in tune with the Force. And Rizamano just gained the rank of Jedi Knight, but is a great fighter and a great engineer / pilot. So finally, Master Windu and the Jedi crew arrive to His Ridge, and they're kind of trying to be stealthy because they don't want the Separatist army or droids to find out that they're even there. But unfortunately, they do get found, and you see the fight between the Jedi and the droids, and obviously the Jedi overtake the droids. And as they're kind of talking amongst each other, they sense this presence, you know, approaching them, and they find themselves being surrounded by the locals of the planet. As Mace Windu and the Jedi are being surrounded by the locals of the planet, there's a Separatist droid looking from far away. And so he realizes there's 4 Jedi that have arrived to the planet. So he goes back to his commander to tell him, hey, the Jedi are coming our way. But the commander's not really worried. And so he reveals this mean looking robot that he's planning to unleash on the Jedi. And that's how we leave Mace Windu issue number 1. Alright, Star Wars Nation, so that's it for my Mace Windu synopsis, and I'm just gonna jump into some of my thoughts about this comic book. And right off the bat, I really enjoyed this comic book. I mean, from the beginning, from the opening crawls that you're reading in this comic book, it makes episode 2 so much better in my opinion. And this is just one issue, okay? I can't wait to read the other ones, and I really hope they keep up with the same consistency of the first one throughout all 5 issues. What makes this comic book, besides the opening crawls, which I really wish we would have something like this in the prequels, the way they wrote the opening crawls in this comic book, they should have done this in episodes 1, 2, 3. But besides great opening crawls, you get the comedy, you get the dialogue, you get the fighting scenes, and just the inner, you know, struggles of Mace Windu, his stance against, you know, the Jedi being part of the war. You know, instead of being keepers of the peace, now they're being promoted to generals. And so his thoughts about, you know, losing Jedi, the Battle of Geonosis, you know, he kind of brings that emotion. Maybe some of the things that you guys thought, you know, when you saw episode 2, he's bringing all these things in this comic book. You know, even him kind of taking on this mission, it's like, you know, we just lost so many people in Geonosis. Why would I want to go into this mission? But as a good Jedi Master, he must follow what the, you know, Jedi Order is asking of him. And so you get a lot of great things out of this comic book. Even the characters they put, you know, beside him or to partner him with, you know, every single character seems like they're playing their part, a supporting part, you know, but Mace Windu is the main guy in this comic book, and honestly I wasn't really thrilled about this comic book, but now I'm really on board. So with that, I gotta say this comic book was good.
This is really good. This is really good. My heart soars with the eagle's nest.
Alright, Star Wars Nation, so that's it for this Mace Windu comic book review. And let us know in the comments below, are you guys excited to buy or read this comic book? And if you guys already have, do you guys really expect this comic book to hold up all the way to episode 5? You think every episode is gonna be great? Comment below, let us know. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And like always, can't wait to guys have you back here at Roro Reviews.